Good evening, y'all. It is finally Friday, which means it is time for Friday Night Frenzy. Now, Dave's feeling a little under the weather, but he's here in spirit, but we got this, right? We can bring the energy. We can get hyped for another week of UP high school football, right? Well, there's only one way to find out, so let's roll the highlights. Kicking us off, the Gladstone Braves are hosting the Menomonie Maroons. And the second play of the game, the Menomonie Maroons defense came to play. As on the handoff, they forced the fumble and they jump on top of it. It's the first takeaway for Menomonie, and they are set up inside the Gladstone 30. And now Maroons on offense. And Trevor Truercroft, he takes the step and sets his sights on the corner of the end zone. Nearly going untouched, but he gets in. PAT is good, and Maroons up 7-0. Next Gladstone possession. And K. Lisperance, he forces the ball free and gets the recovery for himself. Second Maroons takeaway and back inside the Gladstone side of the field. Next up, it's going to be Aiden Belle-Isle. And now, I'm not a coach, but if the guy got player of the week, you should probably give him the ball. As he gets the touchdown, untouched, I might add. And another PAT, Maroons up 14-0. And the defense came to play, as it's going to be Aiden Lauren getting the INT off of Can Kelly. 3 forced turnovers for the Maroons in the first quarter. And now inside the 5, and Belle-Isle walks it in. And it got tight late, but the Maroons win 35-34. We got the Westwood Patriots taking on the Calumet Copper Kings, and it's that man again. Zach Carlson bouncing it outside, breaking some ankles, and then dragging a tackler for an extra couple of yards. Same drive, and it's going to be Marcus Bose. Nothing pretty, just taking a couple of Kings with them for the Westwood first down in the red zone now. And Bose, he's going to take the snap, and he's going to hold it, and decide to take it himself at the pylon and right at Nisha's feet. Patriots go up 7-0. Calumet's turn on offense, and just a straight up run up the gut. Nothing pretty about it, but boy, it's fun to watch. Same drive, 4th down, and quarterback Paul Sturgill takes the step, and when he wants to get upfield, he gets upfield. Taking a couple tacklers with him for the nice run and the first down to keep the drive alive. And Sturgill looks like a horse at the Kentucky Derby when he gets into the open field, because no one is around him, and he struts in for the touchdown. And Calumet gets a big win over Westwood, 28-14. And let's take a look at a couple more 11-man football scores as the St. Ignace Saints fall to the Charlevoix Raiders 46-0, and the Kingsford Flippers move to 3-0 on the season, being the Shawano Hawks 45-18. And moving right along, the Lawrence Purple Hornets get the shutout win over the Gwynn Model Towners 28-0, and the Manistee Emeralds get the forfeit win over the West Iron County Wycons. And we have the Escanaba Eskimos hosting the Marquette Redmen. First quarter action, and both teams came ready to play as Austin Riddle does what he does best, which is buying time, as he's going to scramble out to his left. But the store on time was closed as Scott Hiller comes over, gets the pick. And that was Riddle's second interception of the year. But the defense was able to bail him out. Next Redmond possession, Riddle not phased at all with another double rainbow pass. And looking like Tom Brady out there, and Owen Beauchamp, who has been quite the player at the start of the season, hauls it in for the touchdown. PAT was good, so 7-0 Redmond. But now it's Eski's turn on offense. And Carson Katrina, he gets in with the power and the cut to tie the game up at 7 apiece. Marquette is now up 14-7 in the second quarter, and the floodgates opened up, and it was a sea of red as Peter Klosner takes the quick pass and gets in for the score to make it 21-7. And the Redmen get a huge win on the road over Eski, 50-21, and the matchup is set up for next week when they host the Kingsford Flippers. And the Negaunee Miners taking on the Hancock Bulldogs, and they start off the game hot with a strong run that put them inside on the red zone, and they powered in with big Eric Lukarinen, who gets the touchdown and puts the Miners up 7-0. And the Miners on defense didn't give a single inch either, as they were in the backfield pressuring the Hancock quarterback Jacques all day long on multiple occasions like this one right here. And now Miners back on offense, and Philip Nelson back at it again, catching everything coming his way as this rope from Gerald Johnson gets pulled in by Nelson, adding to his numbers. But it is a team sport, and I guess everybody wanted to get in on the touchdowns tonight. You think it's Gerald Johnson? You think it's Philip Nelson? No, how about Easton Palmaki taking it in for another Miners touchdown? And Negaunee was dominant from start to finish, beating Hancock 47-0. And let's go to the 8-man side of things as the Pickford Panthers get a forfeit win over the Brimley Bays, and the Newberry Indians, they moved to 3-0 on the season, beating the Cedarville Trojans 49-22. And moving right along, probably the game of the night. In double overtime, the Forest Park Trojans get a huge win over the Ontonagon Gladiators 62-60, and Munising gets the forfeit win over the Igadine Eagles. Now, don't worry, we got plenty left, and I know Dave wishes he was here, but in the spirit of Dave, we're going to keep the energy up, and we have plenty more to come your way when Friday Night Frenzy returns after the break. Welcome back, everybody. We are wrapping up week 3 of the UP football season, but I'm just enjoying the time that I have with you. We're all friends here, right? We're all sports fans. We love football. I know our floor director, Josh, loves what he sees right here. So let's roll the next highlight. The Kingsley Stags are taking on the Sioux Ste. Marie Blue Devils. And the first play from scrimmage, Connor Schuler, he's going to blast it up the left side on his own sideline, nearly going untouched, churning on the Jets, and that'll be an 86-yard run for the score. 2-point conversion, no good. Kingsley's next possession, and it's going to be Gage Hessen, who keeps the ball himself and heads towards the corner of the end zone, and he scores on the 4-yard run. 2-point conversion again, no good. But the Sioux fighting back as Jacob Davey looks to pass, but takes it all the way to the 1-yard line. And John Robinson would run it in for the score. And then after a turnover, Robinson scores again, this time from 30 yards out. And Sioux would go up 2 at the half, but the Stags fight back and go on to win 26-14. And let's take a final look at some last 8-man scores. And the North Central Jets showing that they are not afraid of anyone. And if that anyone wants the title, they have to come and take it from them. Beating the Carnegie Wolves 71-7. And unfortunately, another forfeit as the Rudyard Bulldogs get the forfeit win over the North Dickinson Nordics. Well, I want to thank everyone for once again joining us for Friday Night Frenzy. I know Dave's not here, so send some good vibes his way as he hopefully feels better, and he'll be back here next week for Friday Night Frenzy. And it's week 3. We're already getting to week 4, almost about halfway through, but I love every moment of this. I want to thank all of you for tuning in to watch, all the players and athletes for making it fun for me to go everywhere. And as always, you can check us out on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for all the up-to-date sports news in the UP. But I am Connor Sturgill, and I hope you all have a great evening and a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for watching Friday Night Frenzy on ABC 10.
And follow us on Twitter at ABC10 UP Sports. And while you're at it, give me and Connor a follow as well.
And if you want to stay up to date on all the sports news of the Upper Peninsula, subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on our Facebook page.